And let's see. Looks like I'm just trying to. Hey, it looks like we're live now. Hey, it says you're live in the StreamYard studio.
No
Welcome,
countdown.
everybody. No countdown. We went high. We went high, hard, and dry. But hey, anyway.
High, hard, and dry. Oh, damn. That reminds me of pals I had back when I was a teenager.
Yeah. You reckless youth, you know. But hey, we'll see who will come. Oh God, yeah, we got to 656 tonight. I was on Netter's Network. Not only did we hit 655, we're at 656. So now we're only 44 subscribers away from the magical 700.
Yeah, I like that number. That's a good number.
Yeah, but I want 669. I want 669. So.
Well, think of it this way. 2 years from now, you can have 6969, and that can be the special number. And Tina! Hello!
And Wade is here. Hey!
I made sure to give a quick message to Tina, letting her know we were on.
No, look at you. Look at you. Wade's here. Yep, I'm trying to remember, this is a slow thing. It brings up very slowly. It's like a World War II battleship, you know, the slow battleships.
Oh yeah,
it's like no, not the fast South, Alabama, North Carolina. No, this is the old slow one, the Colorados, the Oklahomas and stuff. And Wade was first, and Tina, hello Tina, and of course Emily is here tonight. That's waiting for it to bring up. There you go. Surprise,
Emily
surprise.
And the Retrievers.
All right. Well, there you go. That's always good. So I'm going to share the stream out, everybody. Thank y'all for coming in already. We have no agenda. We didn't even do a countdown.
I only got on Tweety about 40 minutes ago, and there was a message from Dadman 10 minutes before that going, basically, hey, let's stream.
Yeah, why not? This is all, but I will say, when I was functioning the best and everything else, this was really what we did. We would go live at a drop of a hat. No agenda, just truly, the origin of the squirrel streams. We really did this. Now, of course, we both needed sleep and stuff, and things, and it caught up with me. But, oh well, it's Thursday. Tomorrow's Friday. I'll be able to sleep on the weekend, and there's just so much upcoming around here. I'm trying to stream a little more as I can now, and as I feel like it. Honestly, there's been enough headaches and stuff in life, and just things that happen, and it's like.
Well, as our grandmothers used to tell us, it's a phrase that is important: catch as catch can, because maybe tomorrow, it's great to have an established schedule, for streaming. But maybe tomorrow you can't do it. So if we got the energy to do it right now, we should, right?
Exactly. So, and Emily said, the dog is sleeping on top of me, being adorable, and Crash Man. Yeah, we've done this quite a few times. Usually we've started before now. Usually we start like at 2 a.m. or 1 a.m. and go to sunrise. So, hey, I'm ready for Monday. Wade's got a birthday coming up. He's going to have a celebration on Monday. So I'm looking forward to being there, Wade. I actually have it written down on my calendar so I would not forget. So, yeah. So, and of course, the one drawback is that I don't have the ability, since I'm at my mom's, to pull up side screens and stuff like that. That's the one drawback we have tonight with this. So we're really completely winging it and off of the Tina. The dragon says, I'm waiting for it to pop up here. You hide in the corner at work and nap, maybe they won't notice. Yeah, but we're having a meeting too, so. But that's kind of what I'm thinking. That's what I kind of think.
Yeah. Oh, that's a nice compliment from Emily. That's a nice compliment.
Yeah. Our friend Daisy just sent me a message. I'm trying to respond to that.
DJ. Good one, DJ.
By the way, our friend Daisy says hello to you, Stunning. Stunning. God dang it, now you're stunning. Damn it.
I have 5 names that are not my own now, all from knowing you.
Yeah, bitch. That's another one too. DJ Ronnie G. Hey, all night Emily and DJ Ronnie G. Good to see you too. How are you doing tonight? Yeah. No, by the way, like I said, Daisy said hello to you. Hungry? That reminds me.
Thank you. But you know what? Just as long as you don't call me Daisy or Tina or Emily, wonderful women, but I'd rather if you're going to confuse my name, I'd rather it be a masculine name.
What would happen is the baddest thing would be if I called you Mrs.
Oh dear God, I would slit my throat.
Yeah. Oh, be quiet. Don't you know the YouTube gods are watching us?
I know. I forgot. I'm sorry.
Completely metaphorical, not serious, and folks, we do not condone that type of stuff.
No.
Exactly.
Sorry.
God, I know. But it's so bad that we can't just do phrases, without the fear of, somebody coming up and being
David
stupid.
Letterman used to be able to make those jokes. The old late night talk shows used to be able to make those jokes.
I know. Well, DJ's got a chilling on a day off. Awesome. Great to see you. Well, I will talk about something that I have not watched. You know why? Because that's what everybody does on YouTube.
Talk about something you ain't watched.
Yeah, exactly.
I get that joke. I wish I did.
By the way,
Muslim uncle. Hello.
Well, you're Muslim uncle. Hey, good to see you. Let's see what this coming. Let's see. Of course, I'm waiting for the. How my brothers and sisters love that you guys are doing late night stuff. I'm getting some rest. Sufi Mom and I'm going to an event with our Sheikh and the Bay Area tomorrow. Sheikh. Okay. Wonderful. Good to see you. We will feel free to rest and relax and watch us. We'll be kind of chilled tonight, I think. I'm actually. Oh, shoot, I think I've already tweeted. Well, I'm going to tweet it again. Dang it. Why? Because we're 44 away from 700. Let's get there. You guys get the work out there. Your Muslim uncle started out with retweeting us. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
And Tina, that's a good joke. And I'll tell you what, I've only dated 2 Karens in my life. Only 2 Karens. But I've dated a lot of Catherines. And I'll tell you, Tina.
Are they left Karen and right Karen? Normally they're called Rosie, but what?
Yeah, but I'll tell you what, the Catherines are more scary than the Karens, Tina. I'm sure you know what I mean.
Not as scary as the Kathleen's, if you know what I mean.
Oh, Kathleen's. Oh God, you do not mess with the Kathleen's. No.
Tell that to the Star Wars universe, dude.
No, I'm not even talking about that. I'm just talking about Irish women with auburn or red hair and green eyes. You don't mess with a Kathleen.
No, like I said, don't mess with Star Wars.
Yeah.
Which is interesting. Let's see. Let the banners up here. Let me see if I can get this running. 650. Oh my gosh. Wow.
Hey, Miss Katonic. All righty-o.
Hi, Miss Katonic. Good to see you. So, all right. So welcome in.
And also, you're going to tell me in a moment, you're going to talk in a moment about a show you've not seen, but then I want to talk about a movie that I think you've not seen, but I think you would appreciate as much as Police Academy. And then later on, privately, after we're done with all of this, I'll send you a link. I'll send you a link to the great Internet Archive so you can actually see it and laugh your ass off. Because I think after the past 2 weeks, everybody needs a laugh.
Exactly. I know I do. But hey, 656 subscribers. Thank y'all for being here tonight. That are here. It says we got 3, but I think we got a few more there. Hungry? You there?
I'm here.
Okay, just making sure. It's like the screen keeps bouncing around on me a little bit, so I got to make sure I still got you because all the comments disappeared on the StreamYard on my thing. So I've got to
that's really weird. That must be your location because my screen's working fine. You're sounding fine. Yeah. The chat's showing up fine. I'm across the damn ocean and I'm seeing it all right.
Yeah, I have it. It's a slow delay here a little bit, but I've noticed sometimes it happens. Even at home, it's like the chat part will disappear to the right, and I got to bring it back up. But But hey, thanks for being here, folks. Trap, you know what? I shut down. Dang it. I closed what I did. But the shows I will not watch. I still will not watch The Acolyte. I just will not. I can't. And things like that. But I will comment on what I've seen, and I've heard it from multiple sources. So it's been pretty well confirmed that that there is a scene where they end up not only teasing Yoda, but they end up teasing, Sashi. Hey, Sashi.
Hello, Sashi.
See, Sashi, I know Sashi's busy at work later today, but hey, I found a way to get in Sashi's schedule. I saw Sashi over at Netter's Network earlier tonight. So,
oh, good.
Exactly, and of course, this is one that Tina's recommended for a long time. Is the movie Up the Creek? So I think the missus is familiar with that one, and it sounds like it's very funny. But one of the scenes that I've seen enough on Twitter, watched enough reviews, not only teasing Yoda, but Darth Plagueis.
Is that how the name is pronounced? Plagueis?
Plagueis. I don't know. I don't know if there's an official definition, but it would change by the moment.
I prefer Plagueis to Plagueis. I've always heard it Darth Plagueis.
Yeah, it could be Plagueis.
That just sounds like plague.
Yeah, I know. Well, there is actually shots of it that apparently there's a scene where not only the back of Yoda's head, but
I've seen it.
Again, But then again, Darth Plagueis is in a cave, just staring out, like he's got everything going on and stuff like that. And I'm just like, I don't know. I won't talk about the show directly because I've not seen it, but I've heard so much crap with it. But just on a general Star Wars concept, I'm like, I have problems with the logical starting point of Plagueis is around watching all this crap happening with other little Sith around when you have the rule of two and other things like that going on. It's bizarre, but I know this is not the one I want to do. Tina said hi to Sashi, but Sashi then says he watched come on, it's getting there. So get there. Okay. He's watched The Acolyte, found it to be quite hilarious. That's kind of some of the same things I've heard about.
I mean, to be honest, there are a lot of TV shows that tried to be serious that were accidentally hilarious. And you know how I feel about MST3K and riff tracks and all that stuff. And if anyone can get pleasure out of looking at it and riffing on it and laughing at it, then the show has got to have at least some form of benefit, because there were shows that, CBS and ABC and NBC, they put a lot of money into, and they're considered, well, let's just say they've been MST3K'd, they've been riff traxed, and if this show gets riff traxed, it has provided a service to the comedic community.
Exactly. Now I won't bring the comment up, but Sashi, I Darth Plagueis was very behind the scenes and really lurky quietly, according at the scenes that the snips. But
some people have been saying something similar to that, Sashi. Yes. Now, Sashi, can you tell us? Are we supposed to pronounce it Sashi or Sashi?
Sashi.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
All right, there you go.
Just want to be respectful.
Because
you know what? What? If Tina told me, no, it's Tina. Thank you very much. It's Tina, the naughty dragon. I would pronounce it Tina.
Oh, Sashi. We don't encourage it, but hey, sometimes people watch stuff on the high seas.
Oh, look! Where I live, okay. There are times I don't have access to things. And if the only way I'm going to be able to see it, and if some of my friends say, oh, we want you to come on the stream and discuss it, I'm going to have to do what I got to do.
Right.
There's no way around it,
Yeah. Oh, good. I'll get you to watch Book of Boba Fett now.
No, you won't.
Yeah, well. They'll say, "Bitch, get in here. We're gonna have a discussion." And you're like, "Yeah." Or we could do Australian rules football. And we need to do that one day still.
No, you're good.
But
Before I do any of that, you, my friend, considering the way we talked about the good comedy of Killer Clowns from Outer Space and Police Academy, you are going to watch Murder by Death by Neil Simon, who had
not
Peter
Neil
Falk, who
Simon,
played
please.
Columbo in it.
I don't need Neil Simon. I hate his songs,
No,
with that stupid Sweet
I get the
Caroline
joke.
crap and all that stuff.
No, it's a good joke, and you know what? Neil Simon's music doesn't do much for me. Sorry, Paul Simon's music doesn't do much for me either. But
I was
Neil
thinking
Simon
Neil
was a
Diamond.
great writer. Great writer.
Well, also we got Neil Diamond in there. So between Paul Simon, Neil Diamond, and Paul, there's too many names that are so damn close to each other. So,
oh yeah.
Anyway, I just got
that's
lost
like
in
that's
there.
like in comic books. Where about you got 400 people working in comic books. I'd say 200 of them are named Mike. I don't know why the name Mike means people got to break into the comic book industry, but apparently it does.
This is how good the programming is when you see Book of Boba Fett was okay when it didn't focus on Boba Fett.
Oh, ouch.
Yeah, I've heard that complaint quite a bit. But yeah, it's I just speaking from an EU perspective, so wider concept though. It's like they end up. It looks like there's just so much stuff, and rule of two. What about it? And this now are the Sith around, and you got Jedi feet seeing Sith, and then supposedly but then again, Phantom Menace, there's like, oh, the Sith have been extinct. And one of the biggest thing was Ki-Adi-Mundi in this compared to the prequel movies is just not the same or not consistent. And just, I don't know. It's just, every time I try to want to get involved into this new stuff, I just can't. And a lot of it's a stupid idea like this because, why Plagueis there?
Well, number one, his face is not that menacing. I mean, it's alien. I like the fact that it's very alien. I like the fact that it's not it's not our species at all. It's not like, oh, we have an alien in another show. All we're gonna do is put on some cheap cosmetic makeup, just a couple of colors on their face, right? But see, here's the thing. Even though Darth Plagueis's visual is very, very non-human, I won't say inhuman, it's not a scary visage. It's not a scary face. Whereas, as much as people want to complain about Darth Maul, that was a scary looking mofo.
Oh yeah, definitely. The moon. Darth Plagueis is a moon. MUUN, part of the intergalactic banking clan.
Oh, okay.
The financiers. Yeah, exactly. So, but yeah, I mean, once again, the accountants are the least scary of all of them in the world. So, but hey, you're not coughing up a lung yet, are you?
Not yet, but I guarantee you're funny enough, and the chat's funny enough that I will be within 30 minutes or less.
All right. Well, hey, that's good enough.
I'm not complaining. I look forward to it every week. I mean, look, I do love a lot of the Star Wars stuff. I'm not into it as much as you are, but we want to get a little bit wading into the weeds here. I never really kind of cottoned onto or appreciated the rule of two with the Sith. I mean, when we saw the first movie, because remember in the first movie in 1977, there was no rule of two there. There was an implication that the Sith had been this great almighty force that people had to fight against. And then when I find out there's only two of them at any given time, it kind of made my brain, I'm not an auditor like you, but the basic arithmetic didn't work with me. It made me think, okay, there's two guys. You got all these Jedi. Where's the threat?
Yes, exactly. But they did, and that's where the EU comes in. That they did flesh that out, and you have other
good
sort of sources to get the information where you don't have to read books and all that. And like I told with some franchises, well, read this, watch that.
Mm.
But yeah, they in this case they stayed low so that they would avoid detection because they were so savage to each other. They kept wiping each other out. They're about to destroy themselves until Darth Bane said, "No, we're going to do this, and we're going to form the rule of two." Then they stayed quiet over the millennium, and then at the right time, we have Darth Sidious. Ta-da! All right, played by Ian McDiarmid, who's a hell of an actor, great guy, very entertaining in person too. So, all right,
that's
Hunter,
lovely.
I need you to that.
I'm sorry, I didn't catch that.
I need you to vamp for a second because I need to go get my phone charger and charge my phone. Otherwise, it's going to go out.
Okay.
So go ahead. I will mute. Try to mute. Let's see if I can mute properly.
Yeah.
I don't want you to hear the washing machine attacking me.
No, I do not. Okay. He appears to be muted. Tina knows how horrifying it is when it sounds like Dadman is being attacked by supernaturally possessed technological devices. It's pretty scary. And yeah, I mean, obviously I do love a lot of the Star Wars mythos. There are other hold on. Oh, vamping. Okay. Sashi comes in with something I can read that will help me vamp for a little bit. The rule of two came out in the age of Darth Bane. He believed that the Sith spent too much time infighting. Now, that is something I did not know, and that is something that if you're willing to, Sashi, it'd be great for you, if you are willing, to provide a little bit more information about, because this is the way that a whole bunch of people on one side or the other, even if they're fighting an incursion or they're fighting an invasion or a colonization, I'm not trying to sound woke or progressive here. I'm just looking at things as a semi-student of history. You know, if you have the people you're trying to take over infighting all the time, then if you're looking at the Native Americans, the first Americans, and you're looking at the various people of Ireland before England decided to come in and just basically take over it all, and you look at the clan fighting in Scotland, then yeah, it's going to be easier to deal with that. So I'm only asking the question, is that kind of what you're talking about here, or am I totally off base? Yeah, the washer and the dryer attack. Yeah, right on, Emily. And Tina says, yes, I fear for his life the last time. Yeah, that's right, Emily. If he doesn't come back, we know that it was a full moon movie. That's actually a production company, by the way. A full moon movie event. Dadman versus the dryer. Or the washing machine. But I just it just mathematically befuddles me, Sashi. The whole rule of two thing. I don't understand how it can really work.
Well, because like Sashi said, the Sith were so infighting. They were, I mean, just vicious to the point of just self-destruction. You know how people and cultures can become so. Oh,
I mentioned that while you were away. Yes, yeah. The Irish, the first Americans, the Scottish,
but see, that's what happened. The Sith were wiping themselves out. The Jedi just had to sit back and watch and took advantage of it. And Bane escaped and was, that's where the rule of two came from. So
okay.
Oh gosh. Well, wait. Did you tell the damn washer dryer story again?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, because Tina's in fear for my life.
Yeah.
And then Emily's like,
yep.
Come on, it's so damn slow. When the washer dryer attacked Dadman, there you go.
You know, when your internet is slower than Australian internet, you got a problem.
Yep, I know. What's at my mom's house? At least it's working. Dadgummit. So, but now, like Sashi said here, that when Darth Bane, there were many Sith, and basically what happened, I can't remember, it was a thought bomb or there was a dark side bomb or something that killed so many Jedi and Sith all in one battle. Basically, what had happened is, Bane escaped, and he went into hiding to wait over the millennia for them to make their move at the right time, which ultimately we see culminated with Darth Sidious or Senator Palpatine, taking over with Darth Maul as apprentice, then Count Dooku, then of course Anakin Skywalker, who became Darth Vader.
But I love what you're saying in conjunction with what Sashi is saying. See, because this goes back to what I was talking about when I when as a young lad saw the first film in 1977, then saw Empire Strikes Back, and the implication was at one point there had been many more Sith. So if with what Sashi is saying here, it seems that at some point they did have greater numbers, and then they decided it wasn't going to work out. The strategy was not going to be effective.
Well, it wasn't effective because they were on a planet. I don't remember Rusan. I don't remember whether the battle was, but basically there was a self-destruction, the Sith with this big, massive bomb that wiped both sides out. And that's and Darth Bane said, no, not again, because he saw how they could not survive with multiple. So, and exactly. There's a lot. That's what the advantage of the EU is. It gives you a lot of that stuff in context because they dealt with a lot of that stuff, And
apparently there were a lot of sorry, go ahead.
Because at least nowadays it's like we're getting all this conflicted stuff because of a non-Star Wars fan writing something and cherry picking what they throw in there for member berries and stuff like that instead of understanding, giving people the complete story, in the background. And because like Sashi said, hey, grumpy old gamer, algorithmic arrival annotation. Grumpy, It's good to see you again these days, dude. I hope you're doing well. Yeah, Grumpy's a good guy. I need to drop back by his channel. Go check him out sometime. Grumpy old gamer. He does games and he gets kind of grumpy, like the name says. Always good. So yeah, exactly. He learned to Sith the ancient ritual and kill them all. Some Jedi were caught in a blast too. It created a Force nexus. Exactly.
Oh dear.
There's a whole backstory with that. There's huge information, huge things to give you some context with that. And the rule of two just didn't come up. Now, I probably used something developed after the 99 movie because they needed to address and deal with stuff like that. I don't know the timing. Hey, Courtney, welcome.
Hello, Courtney, dear heart.
Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Yeah, it's always cool. I'm doing a science project to see who all's up at 4 o'clock in the morning, East Coast. So good to see. Yeah. Yeah, and as Sashi puts in here, it comes from Darth Ravens. Darth Revens. One set the body power, another crave it. Almost sounds like a ring, doesn't it? One ring to rhythm out and bind them in the darkness. So, yeah.
No, I would have said that sounds like a Hollywood marriage, but I like your version better.
Okay, all right, well, that's cool. Either way, you're in a fiery pit of hell. So hey.
Indeed.
Well, we're 28 minutes into this. I will say a little bit for people too. Oh, Gumpy, oh man, dude. Hey, well, thanks for listening and being here a little bit while you work. Normally, I don't stream this time of night, but some daggum Australian decided to text me and like, Dadman, you want to stream? And I'm like, okay, yeah, I will.
Oh, please. It was the other way around. You know it.
I don't beg. Bitch.
You said it's 2:50 a.m. I'm up. Let's go.
I know. I would have been started a lot earlier, but the slow computer just took its time. So, a couple things coming up. The Missus will be live at 10 o'clock in the morning in about 6 hours. So if you haven't seen her, she hasn't streamed since the car stream on Sunday. So make plans to drop by in about 6 hours to say hi to the Missus, welcome her back, and just she's exhausted tonight. she came by. I left work early. We met here at Mom's to dump some stuff here. We took some stuff to the house. She made shrimp Alfredo tonight. Was wonderful. And then, I think she's probably asleep. Fell asleep really early tonight. So make sure you join her for her stream in a few hours. Welcome her back. She'll probably tell you about some of the adventure. She brought bunches of apples and peaches back, like 4 huge bags of shrimp, some ground beef, and some chicken. Actually, I'm going to have to play with a chicken panko bake.
You keep talking. I'll be right back.
Oh, okay.
I'll be right back. Now it's your turn to vamp. I'll be right back.
Oh, well, it's my damn show.
With a shrimp.
What? I mean, they're shrimp. They were not prawns. These were legitimate shrimp. Of course, we had a debate on Twitter with a friend, Bucky's Crafting, about shrimp earlier. So, all right. But hey, it's all good. Thank y'all for coming in tonight. We will see. Hungry, you are you back yet? No, you're not back yet. I can do this. See, we'll see what happens. Then he goes, bye. But yeah, join the missus later this morning. It'd be great. Welcome her back. Tell her hi and support her. She's close to 250 now. Get her to there to get towards the monetization. Also, it'd be interesting to see what she has to say, considering it's been about 5 days, and we will have. I'll try to be there as much as I can in the chat. Depends on what kind of meetings we're having tomorrow, and everything else that goes with that. Hey, the old man cometh. Welcome. Good to see you tonight. How are you doing? Let's see if that brings it up. So, there we go. Hello, old man cometh. Good to see you tonight. So join the missus, like I said, with that. Prepare for her to get back into something of a normal schedule for this weekend and next week. Many things that we've got going on here. So you never know. Check us on, get the notifications on YouTube and Twitch, and follow us on Twitter to see when we do go live. So yeah, hey, Hungry.
I'm back.
Are you back? Yeah.
I'm back.
I did that.
Oh dear.
I did that because apparently you're the reason people are here. So
no,
I gotta put you. I gotta put you in your place. But you'd make a great Sith then, because you're always trying to crave the power. You're trying to take the throne away from me.
I'm not trying to crave the power.
Yeah, that would be a good Sith of you, though, to do it. That's what
if I was willing to crave the power, then I would agree with you. But no, I'm not a Jedi either. I mean, I'll tell you.
I'm Emperor Palpatine. I'm Emperor Palpatine. I'll shock your ass, and you ain't gonna challenge me. I'm sorry. I'm trying to run with the good old the Sith analogy, but I can't stop. I can't.
No, I hear you, but I am neither Sith nor Jedi. I'm Han Solo, just trying to kiss Carrie Fisher. That's my only damn interest.
No, you ain't kissing me. You ain't kissing anybody here. But see, Sashi has it right. Sashi has it right. Yeah, the stream follows the rule of 2 as well. Yes,
that is a damn good joke, Sashi. Thank you very much.
Yep. So,
but come on, you have to admit, even though she was really sassy, and I like sassy, Carrie Fisher was incredibly sassy in the 1970s. Wow.
Oh yeah, what we learn about her now, yeah, even more. We saw her at the Star Wars Celebration once, and yeah, she was. Oh man, she was very opinionated.
And rightfully so. And so you got this. I'm not telling tales out of school, but you have her at her age. She's like 19 when she gets to do Star Wars, and we know Harrison Ford was a little bit older, and we know there was a little bit of the between them. Yeah,
you bastard, you grumpy old bastard who hated the damn role that made him. I don't care about making graffiti. Screw that. Star Wars put his ass on the map, and then he acts like it didn't do a damn thing. So let's write up the character.
I have to admit that kind of irritates me as well, because I do like Indiana Jones, but I like it from a plot and a scripting point of view. But in terms of the character,
Mhm.
okay, I actually like Han better than I like Indy. I do.
And I always like Han Solo better than Luke Skywalker too. I mean, I did.
Oh yeah.
So
You know, when I was a kid, all the marketing people seemed to expect that the girls in school were going to be, in terms of the ancillary product, you know, the stuff from Star Wars you could buy.
right.
They'd be all about Luke. No, they cared about Han. They liked Han. And sometimes they liked, you know, the weird chicks would like Darth Vader a little bit. And you know, there were guys that were not lighting the loafers, if you know what I mean. And we were like, no, I don't mind having a Princess Leia situation. She's a tough chick. She's a tough chick. I got a crush on her. No problem. That's no different to a kid who was growing up with Charlie's Angels, who has a poster of Farrah Fawcett on the wall. You know?
Yeah. And the fishnet bikini, which you could see through. Yeah.
Yeah. I wasn't going to say it, but okay.
Yeah.
But I liked all the Charlie's Angels, really. I liked all of them. And yeah, that's true, Tina. American Graffiti made Harrison Ford. I agree with that 100%. But still, not as many people saw American Graffiti as they saw Star Wars.
No, Star Wars. I still think Star Wars put him on. I mean, American Graffiti got him on the map, got him some attention, but hey, we know what happened with Florida, with Star Wars Florida.
And as I've mentioned to you several times, because it irritated the heck out of me, I had received a new watch for my birthday before Star Wars came out, and I saw that damn line back in 1977, and I thought, I'm going to time this 2 hours and 21 minutes to get into the theater. Theater. 2 hours and 21 minutes.
That's
that was
crazy,
a long ass line.
I bet it is. Yeah.
In fact, no joke.
Yeah.
That was the aside from airports, right? But comparing any line I've been in, aside from airports, this includes Disney World, this includes Disneyland. That is the longest line I ever had to be in.
Yep.
And it was worth it.
Yeah.
It was damn worth it. My entire family said, okay, that line was horrible and the popcorn was garbage. But we all agreed that was the best movie experience we'd had probably in 10 years. 1977. Yeah.
We're talking all this random stuff really quickly, and all of a sudden I'm hungry. I'm like, I need a snack, damn it. It's ridiculous. So
now Tina brings up Farrah Fawcett, and I appreciate that. But I have to admit it was the oh God, I can't believe I'm forgetting her name, but I've had very little sleep. The very naughty-eyed brunette gal from Charlie's Angels, Tina.
Well, Kate Jackson.
Yes, Kate Jackson. Kate Jackson. Okay. Thank you.
Because you also had the other one.
Yes.
So I thought was hotter, but okay, cool.
Look, you know, I got sometimes I got a thing for the naughty ones. I can't help it. I can't help it. It's in my DNA.
See, now let's see. Waiting for this to come back up. Dang it! Come on. Okay, old man comes to sister was a Vader fan. Me, Han Solo, the spirit animal was pissed at Force Awakens when he would not have gone out like that. I agree. It could have been a better death, but it was like very anticlimactic. It just seemed like a waste. So.
Emily's got the little evil emoji going on.
Yeah, she's being a little bit evil tonight. All right.
A little bit evil. A little bit.
Yeah. Dang it, I am hungry now, though. Dang it. I'm like,
well, you set up the stream. You should.
I know. I'm not supposed to make my own self hungry.
You're going to have to wait.
Man.
You gave all these people that we love so much expectations, and you are not going to deny their expectations.
No, I'm not. But let me walk down the street. You vamp just a second. I'll be right back.
Oh, god darn it. Okay. Tina. So, do you like the naughty ones? Do you hungry? You must be a moth from our flame. Oh, Tina. If you had any indication of my previous dating history back when I was in my fighting fit. And I dated a woman who barefoot was 5'11" and 3/4 inches. You know, to a lot of men, they're like, "Oh, that's intimidating. Oh, she's a bit tall for me." I'm thinking that's just a beautiful set of stairs to climb, Tina. You know what I mean? And yeah, so you know, if naughtiness does not cause harm to anybody, then naughtiness is perfectly acceptable, Tina. Perfectly acceptable. I mean, honestly, let's just bring it back to PG-13 just a little bit. I'm just gonna, I'm gonna lower the gain. Audio reference there. Lower the volume a little bit. And say, if naughtiness didn't matter, why did so many people love that George R.R. Martin story? Why? Everybody, look, we all are committed to being nice as much as we can be, but sometimes you just got to go, you got to have that little tiger growl in your voice just a couple of times in life. And Emily says, "Oh dear, LOL." And Tina says, "One of my girlfriends says she likes to." Sorry, I gotta. This is funny, but I'm gonna read it out properly. One of my girlfriends says she likes to climb me like a monkey up a coconut tree. That's how much our height differences was. Right on. And Emily says, "Oh. There's naughtiest to a certain extent, though. Yeah, to a certain extent. But I mean, look, my darlings, look. If at some point somebody like old Hungry Boy here is having to live in the San Francisco Bay Area, you may not want to buy into the hype. You certainly want to enjoy the spice and the goulash, if you know what I mean. A little bit of red paprika doesn't do anybody any harm. In fact, it's healthy for you. Like jalapenos. Now, Tina, when I say jalapenos, Tina's probably having a flashback to things that can be done with jalapenos.
Jalapeno.
Jalapenos used in a way that is not culinary. But we're not gonna entice Tina to be too naughty tonight.
No, we got about 17 more minutes. I think what we'll do is go about an hour. That way I can get a little bit of sleep. We've been going 43 minutes already. Thank you for everybody that's here tonight. We got a couple more subs tonight after my appearance over at Netters Network. So really it was cool. I mean, the channel is growing. I mean, like to have it. If you have not subscribed to the missus, please do so. Get the word out. Get her to 250. What?
No, I'm seeing the chat faster than you're seeing the chat. I think Tina has taken some of my comments while I was vamping as a challenge. And for your sake, I hope she doesn't accept the challenge.
Have you not learned to be quiet, Hungry?
You told me to vamp.
Yeah, but until you get the audience all excited and worked up like you were working in a Las Vegas skin ranch,
I would never work at a skin ranch, but I'll tell you what, I would have no problem being the man with a microphone at a Las Vegas burlesque show or cabaret. No problem whatsoever.
Is that the traditional standard show that they do?
No, actually in Las Vegas, it's not common. You have the showgirl situation, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the dance line is actually very innocent. And burlesque appears, Tina knows what I'm talking about.
Okay.
She can back me up on this. Burlesque appears to be naughty, but it's actually very artistic and very, very theatrical. Now, cabaret is something that's pretending to be theatrical, but is in reality very naughty.
Well,
Very
guess what?
naughty.
I think what you've done is described. See, Mrs. and I, we've told the story before, but for people that are new, one year we flew out to Vegas, and what we did was, Mrs. had somebody next to her, found out that she worked. Here he is, hungry. Mr. Angel's back.
Hurrah! Finally, you're back, Mr. A. Oh, thank God.
Yeah, I'll tell you a little bit more, but he's being taken care of over there. He's back though. So yeah, Mr. Angel, great to see you again. Glad you could come by tonight. Even we'll go about 15 more minutes, but hey, great to see you. You take care.
Yeah, but you bring him on, maybe we'll go 20 minutes.
Well, no, I don't think I think he's not able to come on right now. But
I know, but I want him to be here if he can be here.
I do too. I agree. I always love having him. Missed him lately. So, but for the people that don't know, Miss and I went to Vegas back in the 90s, and Mrs. actually sat by somebody that worked at the Tropicana, the hotel we were staying at for the convention.
Oh, I missed the Tropicana. Oh boy.
Yeah, and they gave us they were like to. Mr. Angel said, apologies to you for unscheduled absence. No
worries, Mr. A. No worries.
Well, what Mrs. picked up a good little friendship thing, had a nice conversation. The lady said, I work here, come here, and I'll give you a free ticket to magic show or typical classic Las Vegas show or something. So, of course, Mrs. wanted to see the regular review shows and, all that stuff. God, we got 10 people here now. Can you believe that?
Well, I mean, this is good squirreling because the best 3D I ever saw was in Las Vegas, not in Hollywood, not in San Francisco, not in Sydney. The least painful and most effective 3D I ever saw was the 3D Muppet Show in Las Vegas. It was amazing.
Well,
it didn't make my eyes burn in my sockets.
Well, I saw the most amazing show in Vegas because we went. It was warm. I mean, our friend Daisy's out there, and I know they just had 120-degree temperatures, like hottest ever on record. And but when you're even in the showrooms and stuff, it's still warm in there, even though the AC's running and all. Well, Mrs. will tell you what had happened. What Mrs. would tell you had happened was that they'd go away. They'd come out, they'd sing some songs and things like that. And then, it'd be kind of entertaining and all. Finally, about 15, 20 minutes, I've always been one that I'm hot natured. So when I get hot, I get tired. Well, I kept drifting off. Sleep, and all of a sudden I wake up a little bit more for the show, and I keep going sleep. Well,
here's something to wake you up. Tina says, in a previous life, sometimes I feel like I was someone like Mae West.
Well, this is along those lines, because what kept happening was, the big thing with those show lines was the presentation of boobs uncovered, and the missus was like, well, the shows we went, this is the show that Mrs. wanted to see. She was highly impressed that they could show the female breast so many different ways. Well, she's like, all this stuff. But what it was like, the boobs came out, I was awake. They went by, it got boring, I went to sleep. And she'll tell you, I was like, boobdar. As soon as the chicks came out with the boobs wide open, I woke up. Then when they went away, I went back to sleep.
You look, this is not to make Tina titillated, okay? But dude, you need a lot more
words. What are you calling titillated?
It's a Scrabble word, but and it's an innocent word. You need to have a lot more appreciation for the costumes and the costumery, man, because when those women are in those lines, those dancing lines, those outfits are amazing. And Tina will tell you, my God, it takes a lot of time and energy and effort and money to make those costumes. And then to dance in them, not that I ever have, but I've dated someone who danced in them. Man, it is not easy. So, you know, you got a little bit of inside knowledge looking at something, you appreciate it a little bit more. You know what I mean? I mean, wow. Dag nabbit. Oh, you know, it's like Vampira, who was the earliest version of Elvira, right? Unless you're going to go into
Right.
the Addams Family, right? With Morticia. She in illustration was the earliest version of the mega super goth chick. But then you had Vampira in the 1950s. That woman made her own dang dress. The studio did not make it for her. They didn't give her any dang money.
Wow.
She actually was an artiste. She made her own outfit, did her own makeup, and she became a super mega hit. And it was only because she became a super mega hit that we got Elvira at all.
Hey.
So, you know what? The women, it can all be about the sexy, right? But sometimes, and I'm not being progressive here, I'm just saying you got to appreciate the artistry of what people, men and women, go through in order to do this performative experience for all of us to enjoy. That's all.
Absolutely.
I mean, the missus is an artiste. She's an artiste. Look at what she does with Lego.
Yeah, exactly. But she'll still remind me of how I kept going to sleep during that day and woke right up. Boobdar. Boobdar.
Boobdar.
Her only thing was that when they got to the final song finale, that they did not do the Circle of Life, the movie from the
Bon appetit, says Mr. A. I can take that in one of three ways, Mr. A, and you know exactly what I mean.
Tina said, damn, those showgirls, no way you get the high heels. And bon appetit.
Well, I mean, if Tina's wearing a 4-inch heel, Tina's going to be like up to like 7 feet tall. I say that with appreciation and no mockery. No mockery.
I'm trying to get the chat. It keeps bouncing on me. I'm trying to end it with that. Oh.
Yeah, you got the joke, Mr. A. I got your joke, and you got my response.
There you go. All right, finally made that disappear. Wow. So we got about. Oh yeah.
And Tina says for a goof, I'd wear the biggest showgirl costume, but no heels. Right on. That's tough. That is tough, Tina. I like that. I respect that very, very much. But here's a question, Tina. Look, I'm not being naughty. I'm just going to ask, did you ever wear any of the costumes with the big feathers? The big feathers and the sequins.
What do you think they are, Elton John?
Do not start with me. I came on here because you asked me to. Do not start with me. I may be a bitch, but I'm not a weak one.
No. We all know that you're not. Yeah.
Mr. A knows what I mean by that as well. So many private jokes I can't even reference.
Well, everybody's even claiming the roles of the showgirl too. So hey,
you know what? That was not a movie I was ever tempted to see. I mean, the thing is, and you understand this because you talked about this. You and the missus have talked about this. Sometimes a live show is more important than a cinematic representation of a live show.
Right. But I will tell you, sometimes it's, better to just have it. I tell you, I like. So, leave Elton John alone. Hey, stop!
It just gave me hiccups.
Oh God! We're even on downloader night, then you're getting hiccups. Dang, dude, you gotta be careful if you blow a nut or something.
I will never blow a nut, but I might blow a gasket.
That too. All right. There goes your engine. So
I'm using code because of the high sheriffs of YouTube, as Joe Bob Briggs would refer to it. You know, he's got to deal with his high sheriffs. He had to deal with them at TNT. He had to deal with them. He still has to deal with them on Shudder. And this is something that, like Tina, come on. Shudder's a horror channel.
Yeah.
Why would you have to worry about censorship on a paid for platform?
Yeah.
It's like the naughty version of Netflix, and you got to worry about censorship on Shudder.
Well, takes right person's force change, accidentally or intentionally. So,
Joe Bob and you guys both, you're the right people. I wouldn't say force change, but I would say inspire change. Inspiration is better than force.
All right. Well, we got 8 people still with us. We got about 4 minutes left, so I'm going to go ahead and start wrapping up because, like I said, this is kind of a quick stream. Hopefully, we can do more of these if we start a little bit earlier, Hungry. But go back to kind of what we did before, just some random quick streams during the evening, things like that.
I hope so. It depends on my health and your mom's health and all the other stuff we have to do. Life gets in the way, but sometimes life finds a way.
Exactly. Kind of like I do. You're not going to ignore me. I'm going to knock your door down. So.
That's good.
Hey, if I don't, I kind of, my thing is, if I'm not contacting you, then worry, because it's like, then I moved on. I like my friends. I like people. So how that goes. All right. Hungry,
what
you
the
got
hell
anything?
Does FOMO mean? Why is Sci-Fi Nation calling us FOMOs?
I don't know.
What the hell you mean, Sci-Fi? Is that some colloquialism from the United States I don't understand? What the? I thought FOMO was fear of missing out.
I think that could be, but by FOMOs, yeah, that's what she said. Different people with different thoughts. All right. Well, we're going to go ahead and wrap it up because, like I said, I do need to get a little bit of sleep tonight. Hungry, how are you doing? What's up with you?
I'm just wondering why we're not going for another hour.
Because even I know I need to sleep a little bit.
I'm only making that joke because I've had to explain insomnia to you, so you're appreciating the need for sleep now. That's all. I
had about a 2-hour nap earlier tonight, but I think it wore off. It wasn't effective. But
sometimes getting a little bit of sleep after you've had like no sleep for more than 19 hours, that can actually make you feel more tired when you wake up. It depends. Insomnia is one of the curses that came out of Pandora's box. Absolutely. But we don't want to.
If somebody's coming at us, I'd tell that lady, go to the doctor. Jeez. So.
Don't you dare.
Mr. Angel, Mr. Angel, I'm not able to do it right now tonight. Let me get through this, and I will try to see if I can Discord it to you because I am in a remote location and I have to type it all out. I'm not really in an easy location to deal with that.
He's not in the Dadman Bat Cave tonight.
Right. Yeah. So, but maybe definitely next. We'll do it another time and definitely can do that. So, because I do need, when we're done, we're going to go to bed. I am going to go to bed, but we got a meeting in the morning. But I just felt like changing. And Hungry, I like this. I hope that both of us get back into a good spot where we can do some of these things randomly. Just me and you hanging out at night. And like I said, when I have more that I can just pull from side to side. But usually, at least the acoustics work tonight. We're not having to worry about the laundry, the dryer attacking me,
or the SY gremlins.
Yeah, the gremlins. Yes, exactly. So hey, All right, folks.
Tina. Hey, look, Tina's asking for 20 more minutes. I know you got to go, but I'm just saying.
I know.
I got to show respect to Tina. She's asking for 20 more minutes.
I would, but I just tonight it just hit me, and it's like I've learned to when the body hits you to listen and follow.
Okay, but before we leave,
Yeah.
was this something that happened with you even when you were a kid? Were you one of those kids where you're running, you're playing, you're laughing, you're having a great time with everyone, and suddenly you just fall asleep on your feet?
No, I've not done that. I've done that playing Fortnite with Mark. Dadman, go to bed. You're running into the tree there. Your legs are moving, but you're stuck on that tree. Yeah, so.
Has the missus ever looked at you and said, I'm not going to explain it, but you need to go to bed right now?
No, she's told me many times go to bed. So, but yeah, and speaking of the missus, make sure you catch up with her in a few hours at 10 a.m. Welcome her back strongly. I hope to see y'all all there. It's something, just some things coming up these days. So, hey, keep an eye out for us everywhere. And, of course, the missus. So, all right, Hungry Boy, thank you. I'll talk to you in just a second. But, hey, thanks. We made it an hour, folks. Thank you, everybody that came in. Let's see where we're on this tonight. Because I'm curious to see. Yeah, we had I think it's a good crowd considering it's complete spontaneous. And, really cool that we had this. And we've got 7 likes. So, folks, make sure you hit the like button before you leave. Make sure you've subscribed to the channel. And thank you to the new subscribers tonight. We appreciate it. And, yes, the dark side of the Force is considered to be many unnatural. All right. So.
Or uncanny.
Oh, DJ said he finally hopes you get to eat. So, what are you saying you forgot to eat? Huh?
No. I mean, that was last time. This time I did get to eat. In fact, I got so pissed off over something that happened 24 hours earlier that I went ahead and I made an overly spicy chili.
Wow.
But it's good. It's a good chili. However,
just don't burn yourself.
Yeah, actually, my mouth is still burning. I overdid it, and I had 2 bowls earlier, and one of the bowls I had to cut it down. Yeah. I had to use some refried beans and mix it with it just to soften it out. Yep. But look, you pay attention to Steve Mitchum, otherwise known as Thor. Yep. You're gonna make the chili too hot. He does the 5-alarm chili. You know what that's like.
Yep. But there is a point where too hot's hot. Too hot. But hey. All right. Hungry things again, folks. We will see Rank or Steve. Thanks for coming in here. We're having a good week, but this was like a quick stream for an hour. So, but thank you for coming in. Everybody, make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you still subscribe to the channel. Mr. Angel loves the chili. So, all right. Well, folks, on that note, thank y'all for being here. We will catch you live another time. Be ready for hopefully more of these impromptus in the middle of the night later on as things happen. But I'll say bye, everybody. Bye.
Nighty-o. We're still on.